Okay, and then the project update. So 2021 is almost over. By this time, we had 10 releases of Keptn. 3 of them were major baselines, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that we will have another release soon. So thanks a lot to all teams working on Keptn and on integrations, because yeah, the velocity this year was really high in terms of the number of releases shipped, number of various features, dependency updates, and integrations. So it was really great. And thanks a lot to everyone who on this call or who watches it. Right now, we have more than 70 instances that submit usage stats. There are also some instances that do not. And hopefully the number will grow considerably over the next years. And yeah, also to mention, according to our GitHub organization, this year we had more than 80 contributors. It's difficult to calculate because we are scattered across multiple GitHub orgs. But this is just code contributors. We also have contributors who create content, write newsletters, submit quality issues, submit the usage studies. So the community is growing, and of course we have many users joining the Slack. So currently we have more than 800 participants there, and let's see how it evolves. Also, for me, the key highlight for Keptn in this year was growing extensibility. So there were 2 generic services introduced, a job executor service and webhook service. Also, there were significant updates in extension templates. So hopefully now it's much easier for users to develop new extensions. And we have seen quite a number of them created this year, including by end users of Keptn who wanted to have their integrations. So it definitely goes in the right direction. And when we have Keptn as a kind of generic orchestration engine with capacity for running services with custom integrations, it will be really great. And if you see any integration missing, again, it's a good opportunity to submit a GitHub issue. Another highlight for me this year was that now we are represented on Artifact Hub. So Keptn itself and all project services we have are listed on Artifact Hub, which is becomes a default platform for Kubernetes. And if you want to find something, if you want to get embedded documentation, if you just want to quickly navigate between projects and their dependencies, then Artifact Hub becomes one of the entry points for you. Also, the highlight is that with webhook integrations, we actually get more and more services represented. So, for example, here you can see GitHub Actions webhook. So it's not a service on its own. It's just a webhook extension and a piece of documentation that shows how to use a webhook service for triggering GitHub actions. The same is possible, for example, for Slack. There is also documentation how to implement Slack with webhook services. And it becomes quite handy tool for adding additional integrations, because if you use REST APIs or if you use CLI tools with Job Executor service, you can actually integrate a lot of tools with Keptn these days. So yeah, if you want to know more about webhook service, Andy did a great introduction in 5 minutes. I believe it's based on Slack, right, Andy?
The video out there.
Yeah, and also there is the same demo for Job Executor service, so please take a look. But for me, it's definitely key highlight in terms of the features. And my question to Andy, Johannes, and everyone else on the call, what is actually your highlight in terms of features? Do you see any other major updates that need to be mentioned today?
Yeah, I think maybe additionally, a big improvement happened this year on the heat map, on the whole SLO evaluation, the way we visualize SLI and SLO results. There was a lot of great feedback from the community on how to make it more interactive, but also how to just better visualize the heat map. I think that was actually a big one for me.
Mm-hmm. Great. Any other major updates we missed? terms of features?
No, I think that's really it. At least from my side. I know Johannes had to drop, unfortunately, because it's already the top of the hour, so he's no longer with us here.
Yeah, understood. So still, there is a lot of updates happening here and there. We had major dependency updates. For example, MongoDB was updated in 11th version, which requires some additional migration changes. So there is a lot of things happening under the hood to ensure that Keptn is more scalable and that it fits many environments. For example, there will also fixes for OpenShift, for additional integrations. So yeah, the project definitely keeps growing and the adoption keeps growing too. Other highlight for me is new tutorials. Actually, this is one of the topics I will be looking in going forward. But when the year started, we had just 6 tutorials, I believe. Now it's 10. And there will be more. Hopefully, with additional updates, we will be able to provide great experience for those who start with Prometheus and to those who also want to do common integrations, for example, with Litmus Chaos, with Jenkins, maybe with Backstage. So whatever we support, hopefully we will be able to introduce mini tutorials here so that everyone can easily get introduced to these integrations. Another important highlight is that this year we celebrated 1 year in the Cloud Native Computing Foundation. Keptn is basically under the umbrella of TAC application delivery there. Status updates for Keptn are presented, I believe, every month or 2 there. And basically this year, one of important objectives and one of highlights is that Keptn qualified for incubating status. We passed internal due diligence. We submit applications to the CNCF TOC, and currently we are waiting for a decision. So hopefully by the next KubeCon, we will have updates on that topic. Fingers crossed. We also participated in a KubeCon, and I have a slide somewhere later. So basically, Andi, Jürgen, and other contributors represented at the different KubeCons. I believe there were Q&A sessions, also office hours hosted from KubeCons. And thanks a lot for doing that. Then Keptn became more active in the Continuous Delivery Foundation, especially in the CDF events SIG. There is new standard CD events, which is basically based on cloud events and implements continuous integration and continuous delivery eventing. And actually, Keptn team was one of the contributors there. The standard also takes into account how Keptn events are organized, and maybe later, as we discussed, there might be even more integrations and maybe specifications for other events Keptn uses, for example, for lifecycle. Currently, Keptn is represented in the CDF TOC, so there will be more communication, and there are discussions about collaboration with other projects like Keptn or Jenkins, for example, on the CD events adoption and maybe for some Keptn integrations. So let's see where it goes. And we also participated in CDCon this year, and hopefully we'll participate next year in June too, maybe with even extended agenda compared to what we did. Okay, sneak peek into Keptn roadmap. So this is what you can see on GitHub. As I mentioned today, one of the items upcoming in the next release will be a role-based access control. It actually consumes a lot of time and a lot of effort. Also, there is support for zero-time upgrades coming. There is support for managing Keptn through the bridge, including various configuration functionality and also triggering of sequences. So it becomes quite handy, and hopefully it will address some use cases. Another update for the roadmap is that now we have documentation and community items added here, mostly for traceability purposes. But I believe that it's a right approach to have everything under the single roof, because when we talk about Keptn community, it's not just code contributions, it's a huge ecosystem, and we want to grow all parts of this ecosystem. Okay, speaking of the community, any questions, any comments?
No, not from me.
Okay. So yeah. First of all, I would like to thank all Keptn users. We have a lot of them. We got many adopters this year. We had many presentations at Keptn user groups. I believe we had 11 user group presentation this year. And there were multiple case studies published, for example, for Raiffeisen, for Vitality Group. Thanks a lot to Andi for preparing this content. And I believe that our list of adopters is going to grow. And actually, one of my topics for the next year is to ensure that our adopters in DE actually represents the actual state, because now we have how many? 10 companies today, I believe. So everyone who uses Keptn, you're welcome to submit patches here or just contact me. I will be happy to put you here, maybe even put some logos. But anyway, the adoption is growing, and this is something very important to see for the project. And this year we had only 2 rock stars officially announced. So Kartik and Adrian for Litmus Chaos integration, and again for more Litmus Chaos integration, including tutorials, including guidelines. And we slightly dropped the ball on this program in the end of the quarter. Actually, we have one Captain Rockstar nominated, but we haven't announced him yet, so stay tuned. And if you want to nominate a Keptn user or Keptn contributor for a major contribution to the community, please do so, because we would be happy to promote these contributions. Okay, so this is why I'm missing a slide about KubeCon, but we definitely were there. Thanks a lot to everyone who participated. Hopefully we will be able to be in person in Valencia. There were some discussions about doing Keptn Community Day, and hopefully it happens. Another update from 1 month ago. So Jürgen announced that he would be stepping down from some roles, including leading meetings, etc. So I just wanted to thank Jürgen again for all the contributions to the Keptn project, and hopefully you will be back to the community in some capacity soon. So looking forward to that. And this is just a screenshot of one of our community meetings. So we got 14 people on the call, and for me, it's a kind of achievement. And we need to keep working so that we get more people, because sometimes it's 14, sometimes it's 2. So definitely something we could improve. But it's great that we have people participating, and it's nice that we can meet, discuss some activities, answer questions, and also celebrate major milestones for the projects. So let's keep doing so. And if you don't participate in Advent Calendar, there are just 2 or 3 days left. There was a special Schwag giveaway yesterday. And thanks a lot to Julia for organizing all this effort, preparing content, debugging people to prepare their songs, etc. We did that, and it was actually quite fun. So you can find it on Twitter and on LinkedIn. So this is all from me today, and actually I even went over time. So thanks everyone who contributes to Keptn, who uses Keptn, and hopefully the next year will be even more interesting, full of new features, new case studies, and new integrations. So maybe we will get to hundreds or even thousands of Keptn installations, who know, but it's definitely my goal for the future. So a happy Keptn Christmas. And do not watch this YouTube.